we are getting done. Bags packed to around the run today. We're really on our way. Feeling like we'll soon explode. Got the good old party mode, okay? Soon we're on our way, yeah. And I'm feeling sure we'll tag along, 'cause today's the day we all will join. It's great. We're really on our way, yeah. Don't you bet?
No, we're not going on another vacation.
Langley can put hers on top of there.
The girls go to a 2-week camp every summer, but this year Caroline and Langley are actually CITs, which is counselor in training. So they leave 2 days before Skylan. We'll take Skylan on Sunday. Let's go find Langley and load her up. Langley, you sure you got everything?
Yes.
Okay, seriously? All this luggage looks like the whole family's going somewhere.
Usually there's more. 2 weeks. Both of us for 2 weeks. Usually there's more.
I have 4 bags and Caroline has 2.
Yeah, Langley's
So what's extra in your bag that Caroline doesn't have?
How many days did you pack for?
15.
Me too. I don't know.
She just probably packed differently than
Well,
I did.
what bedding did, because Caroline's bedding's in a trash bag. Where's your bedding?
Suitcase.
Okay.
That has my pillow pet, my fan in it.
Pillow pet and fan, because there's no air conditioning. Clothes. What's the pink, whose is the pink bag?
That's my suitcase, but she's using it.
Okay, so Caroline, yours is the green and the red?
Yeah.
Well, those suitcases are a little bit bigger than that one, but that one.
Cute ones.
What's all this? Bathroom stuff? You sure you got everything?
Yeah.
No.
It's hot.
All right,
Where's your family?
let me go lock up the house.
Or I was at Papa and Grandma's house and somebody called, so I answered. I was like, hello? She's like, oh my God, you are harder to find than the last cookie in the cookie jar. I was like, okay. She's like, how are you? And I'm like, good. She goes, oh my God, you were just too sweet. And then now you say what you were gonna say. Or Caroline said, if she was a telemarketer, go.
Well, you didn't finish.
Yeah, that was it.
No,
Oh, and then she said, you were just too sweet. Would you like to donate? And then I hung up. And then Caroline said,
if I were ever a telemarketer, I would have so much fun just making up random personalities.
then you could,
And then I said,
you could just call.
she's like, no, you are like the moldy cookie in the cookie jar.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
she said
is.
no.
No, and then you're like, you can just call somebody and be like,
Oh, yeah, then just answer the phone and be like,
that's if you were a telemarketer. Until they hung up. And then the next person you can call be like,
and then you go,
got a nice shirt there.
How do you know where your room is?
Because I know where Hummer is.
But how do you know which is your room?
I don't.
Well then.
I'm just going to set it down here.
Oh.
You in Hummer 4 is a CIT. There are 2 drawers in the dresser that are labeled, and you may use any. And you may use any desk space and closet space that you need. There are also hooks behind the door if you need those. If you need any more drawer space, we can work it out tomorrow night. Can't wait to meet you.
Tomorrow night's their night off.
Oh,
no, they won't be.
Tonight's the night off. That means they won't be
Well,
here today.
that's cool. You got the nice bed where you can put the fan right there on your windowsill.
This is what I like.
And
I always pick these ones.
I know you always pick the window bed anyway, so this is pretty. Okay, I love these cards. I want some of those cards. The black and white chalk looking cards. I want some of those. Okay, I'm going, when we're done, we'll go find Caroline. So Langley,
Honestly,
Langley is realizing that she actually forgot to pack her bedding.
Mom, no, I packed it. Where the heck is it?
Well, you didn't pack it then if it's not in your suitcase. Okay, now we're going to check out Caroline's room. She's on a different hall with different ages. Langley's with the youngest age kids, and Caroline's with the next age. And I think the youngest they can come is age 5. Oh, so Caroline only has one person, one counselor in her room. Okay, so remember earlier in the vlog when we were talking about how much more luggage Langley had than Caroline, and where we get there and Langley realizes she doesn't have her sheets for the bed. This is where the suitcase was, underneath her desk, and it is full. So she actually had another suitcase, and you know, her towels are in it for camp, her bedding. I think she said her water bottle, her wrap. Yep, they have to have hangers for the closet. That's in there. And I think she said her stationery and Bible. Oh, the sunscreen, the water bottles. Oh, yep, her Bible and the stationery and envelopes. Yep, so we have to make a trip back to camp. Well, Langley's stray luggage has been dropped off. So this is really cool. We're at Wild Wing Cafe, and instead of giving you a little buzzer, if you give them your phone number, they send you a text to tell you when your table is ready. But they also send you this that tells you you're in line, and you can download the app to see where you are in line. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to guess lots of restaurants are going to end up doing that and get rid of the expense of the buzzers. So as we wait in the car for our seat, for our text to tell us our seat is available, Tom is reading the owner manual of the new car, and guess what I'm gonna do? Take advantage of the seat that goes all the way back. This is gonna be awesome for traveling. Just wake me when our table's ready, hon. So the hostess told us about 20 minutes to be seated. When I did this app, hold on. It told us 13 people were ahead of us, and now we're down to only 11. And a 30 to 45 minute wait. Not like in the hostess right now. Oh, we went from 11 to 9 that quickly. Just from me going back from the people ahead of us.
See what complaining will do for you?
Yeah, it got me from 11 to 9. Okay, so Tom made a funny movie reference. Again, he's reading the manual, and he gets to this thing about if you're locked in the trunk, you can open it. He referred to it, oh, look, it's, what'd you say, the Leslie Chow?
The Leslie Chow feature?
The Leslie Chow feature. If you know what movie he's referring to, comment below. Okay, so this is cute. Once you hit 3, it actually takes the little man into the bit. Oh, you got to see it move. We're down to 2, and the little man went away.
You're in line now. No, that's the first one. Wild Wing Cafe South, your table is ready. Please see our host to be seated.
Ah, that's why the little man went inside the building. Okay, so we're at our seat, and I just checked it, and what does it say? Looks like you're not in line right now. That's pretty cool. So does it feel weird, Skylan, going to camp without the girls?
They're there.
They're there, but normally we take all 3 of you at the same time, so that's not weird.
It's gonna be easier for the Hollymont guys.
Yes, it will be easier for the Hollymont guys.
They're not gonna open it and be like, holy 18 suitcases.
Yeah, we're a little overwhelmed. We have more guys here to unload.
Yeah.
Skylan balloons.
Speed bumps.
Ooh, they make you slow down.
Okay, I was gonna.
Oh.
All those girls waiting for you little girls to come in, Skylan. There's nice that the guys bring their luggage up because we just went up 3 flights of steps. So it's really nice. Alright, we get to find Skylan's room by little tags on the door, and it will have her name. So we have to see if she got here before her roommates, and then she'll get a choice of a bed. Okay, Skylan's in the process of making her bed, and actually she's got a really pretty good, nice view out her window. Nice mountains where they do the archery. So yeah, there's a lot of girls being dropped off right now.
I got a lot of stuff to do.
Now don't forget to vlog the Joe and Ashley backpack.
Do you feel more loved, Skylan, this time because I'm not rushing off? Last year, normally we always take the time and help them unpack, and last year it was kind of like, oh, here's your room, nice, love you, see ya. Because I was taking her brother and my nephew to Walt Disney World, and we were leaving that day as soon as we dropped them off, and the girls didn't know that. But yeah, so I'm not in a rush this time. No Disney World trip.
Was I not telling them at lunch when I saw them?
Yeah, you had to keep it a secret, and I had to pre-write all their notes, so that was hard because it was like, what am I going to say, because I can't like respond to their letters. So yeah. Langley's room. So we had to drop off some stuff for Langley, so she's made better use of her space now. So Tom and I were just discussing as we pull away from dropping Skylan off how much easier it has been for me to drop them off each year. Like the first year, I was a basket case.
That's an accurate description, yes.
Because this is a 2-week camp that they're not allowed any communication with the parents other than the Sunday in between the 2 weeks when you can come and pick them up and take them for a couple hours and take them out to lunch. So, you know, Tom was fine, no big deal, but he'd been away from his kids before. I hadn't, other than, you know, a few nights at a, like maybe 3 nights, 4 tops, when I dropped them off. And the thought that they were going to be dropped off for 2 weeks, yeah, I was not doing well with that at all. And now we pull away and I'm like, huh, okay, I'm good.
She's growing up.
Well, it's a combination of that they're older. I mean, they're 14 and 15 now, so it's a little bit easier for me, yeah. And the fact that I know they're fine there, but yeah, that takes some adjusting, big time. You were like, huh, yeah, okay, see ya. And I'm like, on the verge of tears, which I can't, well, that would have been, let's see, this is their 4th year? Isn't this their 4th year? Yeah, I think this is their 4th year. So yeah, so they were 10 and 11. So yeah, I was a basket case. Now that we've dropped them off, Tom and I are going to go eat breakfast.
So, IHOP or Cracker Barrel? They're both right here.
We haven't done Cracker Barrel in a while. We'll have to kind of see a lot of times. Well, now it's fine because everybody's at church.
Yeah, I thought about driving a little closer to home to one of those over there. It's like, no, earlier the better on a Sunday around here.
Yeah, so, because once church lets out, yeah, every restaurant gets packed, especially Cracker Barrel. So yeah, Cracker Barrel. Okay, so I want you to look up at these light fixtures. And do you think you recognize them?
I'm supposed to tell you that they're probably in some Adventureland roller coaster ride.
I'm not positive, but they sure do look a lot like the light fixtures on Thunder Mountain.
Possibly.
Yep, that's what I thought of when I saw them. Yeah, I got nothing. Absolutely nothing.